And what's bad is that same person that flipped you off is relying on the freight that's in your trailer to get to the store so they can buy it and take it home and be comfortable with it. Trucking is not sensational.
Get it, 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 hey, get it, get it.
What's going on, y'all? Jay McFadden, just LLC and Truckers Hustle. Hey, look, if you haven't yet, please don't forget to subscribe and share these videos with someone that you know may be interested in trucking or becoming an owner-operator, okay? As I always say, there's a right way to do things, there's a wrong way, there's an easy way, and there's a very hard way as well. All right, so point them in the right direction, man, and let's get them on the right path, all right? Hey, so recently I had someone comment on one of my videos stating that they feel as though getting their CDL was probably one of the worst decisions or worst mistakes they had made, you know, outside of like going to college. And honestly, like I feel for that person, I really do. And here's why. You get your CDL and it's a great accomplishment, honestly. A lot of people right now are looking to get their CDL or looking to become some kind of commercial vehicle operator, truck driver, bus driver, whatever it is, okay? It is not easy. A lot of people are fortunate enough to be able to get like a military waiver or something like that because they did the job in the military, they were trained on the vehicle, they have so many miles on it, so it's like, well, it's kind of a no-brainer at that point, right? Those who aren't fortunate enough to be able to take advantage of what the military offers in case like that. I'm not selling the military or anything like that, but they have to go through like some kind of vocational school or some kind of like career college, right? And those colleges or schools, they're not cost effective, they're not cheap. Now you could go and they could say, hey, look, we can get you in on a finance program, but it's not going to be cheap. A lot of those schools start at like $3,000 and they go upwards of, from what I remember, about $20,000 just for the school itself. Okay, now you could be lucky enough to know somebody who is an instructor, have their own vehicle, and they teach people on the side. And you might spend a couple $100s for the classes if they want to charge a couple $100. And you know, you use their vehicle and you go to motor vehicle, you take the test, get your CDL. The thing is, if you go that route, you're so well vested in the process of getting your CDL. You have this mentality of, well, I need to do something with this. And that's the right mentality to have, right? It's like, I can't squander this opportunity. I have to do something. I had to work for a company or eventually work up to get my own truck, becoming my own boss. And, you know, that process in itself can be a very difficult one. If you go the route of getting your CDL through somebody who is an individual instructor and they have their own truck and they take you to the school or they take you to the motor vehicle to get your license, being picked up from by a big company is going to be very difficult because you're not really going to have a whole lot to show for it. And that individual might not be the accredited institution that those companies might be looking for at the time. So it may be in your best benefit to go to like a community college or something like that to actually get your license, because then you start looking at companies coming out to the colleges and recruiting you, so to speak. And that actually happens. You have these big name companies that'll come to the schools and they'll say, hey, well, look, you know, this is what we offer, this, that, blah, blah, blah. You know the whole deal. Okay, but like I feel for that person, man. I don't know their name. I wish I did. I know their profile name, but you know, and if you're watching this, man, you know, I definitely feel for you. I understand where you're coming from, and I wish there was something better that I could tell you. You know, trucking is not hitting it right now. There is a way to get into it, and you know, with a little bit of discipline, there's a way to get into it, make it work for you, and scale it into something that can be very beneficial for you in the next year, 2, maybe 3 years. And that's not something that a lot of people like to hear either. That's not the thing that people want to hear right now, because they have bills that are due now, or they have goals that they want to meet now. But I guarantee you, there's a way to make it work. And I can't promise that the industry is going to turn around tomorrow or next year or anything like that. At this rate, it's been bad for 2.5 years. 2.5 to 3 years, it's been terrible. Freight has been terrible. All right, and this is the worst I've seen it in the 10 years that I've been driving. I mean, and before that, you know, my dad was on the road as well, and you know, from the mid 90s all the way up to now, basically, you know, we've seen the ups and downs, the highs and lows of freight and everything, and this is the worst that it has been. So when I became a truck driver, the worst I had seen was freight be bad for a year, and it turned right around. It was good to go. And then after that, it was, you know, up and down, seasonal, you know, the normal roller coaster. But I mean, this has been a constant like downslope of things. And what makes it worse is that we see things like the port workers and the union workers going on strike and, you know, getting close to what they want. And I looked at the numbers, it's like maybe, I mean, these numbers could be wrong, but about 40,000 union workers with the International Longshoremen's Association, something like that. It could be more or less, whatever. But there are literally millions of truck drivers out there on the road, okay? So to get a million people together, to band together to say, hey, you know what? We've had enough. We need to see some changes and we need to see some increases in rates. It's a long shot, man, and it's not gonna happen. All right. First of all, it's too many big companies out there that employ drivers and give them the benefits that they're looking for, the decent pay that they're looking for them to say, hey, you know what? They're right. We're gonna stop driving our trucks, and you know, this is what it's gonna be until rates get back right. It's not gonna happen. The grand scheme of things, that will not happen, and very likely never will happen when it comes to the trucking industry. All right. But look, I really hope that helps. Again, don't forget, subscribe, share this video with someone that's looking to get into trucking. And if they want the truth about it right now, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, man. I'm not going to fluff anything. I'm not going to, you know, over sensationalize anything. Trucking is not sensational. It's not all roses and flowers, especially right now. Okay. You have a good day today. Tomorrow you get out here and you get cut off by somebody, get the bird flipped at you and everything. And what's bad is that same person that flipped you off is relying on the freight that's in your trailer to get to the store so they can buy it and take it home and be comfortable with it. All right. So it's not a glamorous industry, man. And I'm sorry that people feel the way that they feel about it. But it's gonna get better. It has to, right? Law of averages, it has to get better at this point. Okay. But look, I appreciate y'all for watching, man, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Thank you.
Get it, 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 hey, get it, get it, get it, hey, get it, get it, get it, get it, yeah, get it, get it. On my soul, ain't no letting up.